So good morning, day 16 of 100 days posting on YouTube. How's everybody? I know today I have a story for you guys. So okay, I know and I accept full accountability and responsibility for my choices and my actions, and not prioritizing this sooner than later, because it eventually caught up with me. So yesterday, after I was done recording my video, I got pulled over by the police, and this is all my fault. I accept responsibility, because becoming the woman that you admire is holding yourself accountable for your choices, right? I'm not perfect. I'm still learning, building myself to become a better version, right? So I got pulled over yesterday, and the reason why I got pulled over was because I let my insurance on my car lapse. Irony there. So I let my car insurance lapse, and I had some outstanding tickets that I had been very neglectful and have not paid. I just been putting it off, and I always maintained insurance on my car, so I never had to worry about getting pulled over, right? And they took me down in handcuffs down to the courthouse to set up a payment arrangement for the outstanding tickets. Now these tickets are really old. They are old from when I was in a very bad place in my life, was not working. I was in a very toxic relationship, and the person that I was doing the favor for were supposed to pay the tickets, and they didn't, obviously, right? So even though it was me getting the tickets because I was driving for them, doing them the favor in their vehicle, they did not pay the tickets like they said they would. So long story short, I ended up in handcuffs yesterday, and because my car didn't have any insurance, they would not allow for me to have someone come pick up my car, because I immediately called my job and I said I got pulled over. And of course, I've been there long enough and the relationships are close enough that they know my situation. So my manager, my boss, she was like, "Oh my God, you have warrants?" I said, "I know." She's like, "Well, ask them if I can come pick up your car." And I mentioned it to the officer, but he was not having it. They had already called in the tow truck and they weren't going to have it. Now, I believe in being very upfront with the law. I was breaking the law, right? Driving without insurance. I was driving with outstanding moving violations from years ago, and I accept that. I accept the responsibility and the accountability, for my choices, right? However, I do feel like everything does happen consequently for a reason, and it's time for me to get those things taken care of, right? Becoming the woman that I admire, she takes care of those things, and she prioritizes making sure that those things, especially financial responsibility, is taken care of, right? Paying her debts, and we're working towards that, right? I'm not perfect. I'm still working on building myself up, but I just thought that was, it's so hot in here. My daughter has the car at 80 very interesting day. Besides that, I got to work. I was able to get to work. I paid the city of Webster. They're fine. Your ticket got on a payment plan, $100 a month, and I'm a little, yes, set back financially now, because it not only cost me the ticket money that I had to pay, towards the court for those tickets to get on my payment plan, but it also cost me another $267 to go get my car out of the towing facility. So yeah, wasn't prepared for that. So, but again, becoming the woman that you admire. Not everything, not every day is going to go as planned, right? And I am grateful that it didn't turn out worse than what it was. And I'm grateful that I was able to get on a payment plan. And I'm grateful that I was able to get to work and make a sale, because that's important, especially right now for me. This time of the month, it's the end of the month, it's the hustle and bustle, it's the we got to get it done, and which is a great thing. I made it to work and I made a sale, so that's a positive. Even though the bad thing happened, my morning didn't go as planned, I did get to work. I did make my sale, but after yesterday, honestly, I was so mentally exhausted, because I cried like a baby, because I was like, why is this happening to me right now? I obviously knew why, but you question every choice that you make when some things go not as planned. Like, you start to question every choice that you've ever made. But what's done is done. That's not the highlight of my story. The highlight of my story is that I made it through it. I made it to work. I still have my car. I still have my freedom. And I still have goals to meet. And that is what my main focus and priority is. So on those bad days, don't let that be the highlight of your story. Don't let that dictate or deter you from your goals. Mindset is everything, and staying optimistic and keeping the faith that God's gonna work everything out in your favor. And it's funny that I said that because on my video, right? Because God is working His way with me, helping me get everything lined up, right? And I had to get those taken care of. So, hard days happen. Life throws us curveballs. Don't let that be the highlight of your day or your life. Don't let those bad days highlight your life story. Keep the mindset that, one bad day doesn't dictate